What if all you wanted to do was go to church, but you ended up getting stuck in a cult? Those of you who are religious could never imagine this happening to you, because being a part of a church means you are always surrounded by good people who will always be there for you in times of need, right? This wasn't the case for over 900 followers of Jim Jones, where he sucked them into his cult. There, they were murdered or forced into suicide. As a follower of Christ, I would never believe that anything like this could ever happen inside of a church. I am here to inform you over the Jonestown Massacre and what thousands of people had to go through just for trying to follow their religion. First, we should talk about what a cult is and how Jones started his. In Rick Ross's 2009 writing, What Makes a Cult?, he tries to clarify exactly what a cult is. The definition of a cult can mean many different things to many different people. It is possible for cults to be good or bad. In the case of the Jonestown Massacre, it was bad. The definition, according to Rick Ross, is a group of religious people who are greatly devoted to a person or idea. Typically in cults, the leader twists the truth and makes their followers believe what they want them to believe. They do this so they can get what they want. In an article written by Rose Runro, titled The Psychological Massacre, Jim Jones and People's Temple, an Investigation, quoted a message Jones frequently told people. I represent divine principle, total equality, a society where people own all things in common, where there is no rich or poor, where there are no races, wherever is people struggling for justice and righteousness, there I am, and there I am involved. This is why people were drawn to him. Equality was a new concept to all of them. According to Allison Eldridge's article, The Jonestown Massacre, written in 2018, in Indianapolis in the 1950s, the church was set to accept any race. It was the 1950s, so this was a big step for any church. You can imagine how many people didn't support this. 4 years into the church being open, his followers gave him a higher status, minister of the church. With that power, he and his wife decided to move the church, which was called the People's Temple, to California. Jones made himself a very respectable leader. With his power, he opened another church in San Francisco. He ended up with thousands of followers, most of which African American, which was surprising considering Jones was a white priest. He gave his followers the belief that he could heal their faith and read their minds. That's another reason they trusted him. The church was very active in the communities, so no one would have suspected there was a problem, but there was. He humiliated his members by beating them in front of the whole church. He even blackmailed them into signing over their possessions to the church. When Jones started to be questioned, he moved his followers to Gaia. There he built a small town named Jonestown. Rose Munro said he created a community that was 75% African American, 20% white, and 5% other ethnicities. He made these people believe the government wasn't going to keep them safe. They had to stay a part of their community, which was really a cult, to stay safe. The African Americans were convinced by Jones that if they tried to leave the camp, that the government would throw them into concentration camps. Finally, someone tried to get on the inside to see what was really going on. Allison Eldridge informed that a congressman named Leo Ryan made his way into the camp to investigate. Leo suspected that some of the people were being held without their permission. When he tried to leave, some members tried to leave with him. Other members didn't like that, so they attacked all of them. Luckily, Leo made it out unharmed. Then the members found him at the airport, where they shot and killed him along with 4 other innocent people. After that, Jim Jones instructed that all of his followers have to commit suicide. They mixed a fruit drink together that contained cyanide, tranquilizers, and sedatives. They had to practice making this drink in the past, so when the time came, they'd be prepared. These people dedicated their lives to a man who didn't want anything good for them. He just wanted them for his selfish reasons. All of these people got stuck in a very sticky situation, and a lot of lives were lost because of it. It's important to be careful with what you are doing and to always look out for unsafe signs. Jones' followers never noticed that he was manipulating them until it was too late. He already stole money and possessions from them. In conclusion, always be a little wary of people and their intentions. They aren't always what they seem to be.